Good morning, everyone. If you don't know where you're going, how will you ever get there? This is the fundamental question that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who spend years wandering aimlessly. Clarity is the foundation of success. Without it, you can work hard, put in long hours, and push yourself to the limit, but still feel lost, unfulfilled, and stuck in the same place. This is why the most important step in making 2025 your best year is defining exactly what you want and where you are headed. Clarity is not just about setting goals. It's about defining your purpose and aligning your daily actions with that purpose. Think about the last time you felt completely focused and driven. Maybe it was a project you were passionate about or a personal challenge that excited you. In those moments, you weren't distracted, you weren't second-guessing yourself, and you weren't caught up in self-doubt. You had a vision, and every step you took was in service of that vision. This is the power of clarity. It eliminates hesitation, simplifies decision-making, and makes your path forward unmistakable. So how do you achieve clarity? It starts with asking yourself tough questions. What do you really want? Not what others expect of you, not what seems like the right thing to do, but what you truly desire. Is it financial freedom? A healthier body? A deeper sense of fulfillment in your work? A stronger connection with your loved ones? Be specific. Saying, I want to be successful isn't enough. What does success look like for you? What does it feel like? The clearer you are, the easier it will be to take action. Once you define your vision, the next step is to write it down. Studies show that people who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. This is because writing crystallizes thought. It forces you to be precise, and it serves as a constant reminder of what you're working toward. But don't just write it down and forget about it. Review it daily. Let it become a part of your identity. Clarity also means eliminating distractions. Every day we are bombarded with information, choices, and endless opportunities for distraction. Social media, negative influences, self-doubt, these things cloud our vision. If you want to make 2025 your best year, you must get intentional about what you allow into your mind. Unfollow accounts that don't add value to your growth. Stop spending time with people who drain your energy. Remove any habit that doesn't serve your higher purpose. When you clear the noise, your path forward becomes much more obvious. Finally, clarity requires action. Having a vision isn't enough if you don't take steps toward it. Too many people wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, or a feeling of motivation before they start. But clarity works in motion. The more action you take, the clearer your path becomes. Start small if you have to, but start. Define what you want, commit to it fully, and let every decision you make reflect that commitment. Once you have clarity on your vision, the next step is creating a plan and committing to consistency. Many people set goals, but few follow through because they lack a structured approach. Success is not about grand, sudden breakthroughs. It is the result of small, consistent actions taken every single day. If you truly want 2025 to be your best year, you must develop a plan that turns your vision into reality and commit to it with unwavering consistency. A plan gives your vision structure. It transforms an idea into actionable steps. Without a plan, even the most ambitious dreams remain just that, dreams. Think about any great achievement in history, whether it's an athlete reaching the Olympics, an entrepreneur building a billion-dollar company, or an artist creating a masterpiece. None of it happened by accident. It was the result of careful planning and disciplined execution. When you break your goals into specific, measurable steps, you remove the uncertainty and make success inevitable. Start by breaking your larger goal into smaller milestones. And if you want to get in the best shape of your life, don't just say, I want to be healthy. Define exactly what that means. Does it mean losing 20 pounds, running a marathon, gaining muscle? Once you have clarity, create a step-by-step plan. What workouts will you do? What will your diet look like? How will you track progress? The more detailed your plan, the easier it will be to follow, but even the best plan is useless without consistency. This is where most people fail. They start strong, full of enthusiasm, but when motivation fades, they slip back into old habits. Consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's sticking to your routine even when you're tired, frustrated, or discouraged. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what carries you forward. Think of success like building a wall. Every action you take is like placing a brick. One brick alone may not seem like much, but when you lay one brick every day, over time, you build something strong, unshakable, and permanent. The problem is that many people stop too soon. They lay a few bricks, don't see immediate results, and give up. But those who understand the power of consistency keep building, knowing that every small step adds up to something great. One way to maintain consistency is by tracking your progress. Keep a journal, use an app, or set reminders. Anything that helps you stay accountable. When you see how far you've come, it motivates you to keep going. Another powerful strategy is building habits. When an action becomes a habit, it no longer requires willpower, it becomes automatic. The key is to start small. If you want to read more, start with just 5 minutes a day. If you want to work out, begin with a simple routine. Over time, these small habits compound into massive results. No matter how good your plan is, life will throw obstacles in your way. There will be days when you feel like giving up. That's when you must remind yourself why you started. Success isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. It's about showing up day after day, even when it's hard. If you commit to consistency in 2025, there will be no limit to what you can achieve. Once you have a clear vision and a structured plan, the next critical step is to take action immediately. Too many people spend excessive time planning, researching, or waiting for the perfect moment before they start. The reality is that there will never be a perfect moment. If you keep waiting for all conditions to be ideal, you will never move forward. Success comes to those who take action despite uncertainty, fear, or doubt. Taking action is what separates dreamers from doers. Many people have great ideas, but ideas alone achieve nothing without execution. The world is full of people with potential, but potential without action remains untapped. If you truly want 2025 to be your best year, you must commit to acting on your goals right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. So even if you don't feel fully prepared, even if you don't have all the resources, even if you have doubts, take the first step. Action creates momentum, and momentum leads to results. The first action doesn't have to be big. Often people think that achieving success requires massive steps, but in reality, it starts with small, deliberate movements in the right direction. If you want to start a business, make your first call, create your first product, or set up a meeting. If you want to get healthier, go for a 10-minute walk today, drink more water, or prepare a healthy meal. Every small step matters because it gets you out of the cycle of hesitation and into the habit of execution. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people don't take action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But the only way to overcome fear is to face it. Action weakens fear, while hesitation strengthens it. The more you delay, the stronger your doubts become. But when you take action, even imperfectly, you prove to yourself that fear is just an illusion. You begin to see that failure is not the end, it's a lesson. Every successful person has faced failure, but what makes them different is that they didn't stop. They learned, adjusted, and kept going. Another reason people struggle with taking action is perfectionism. They want everything to be flawless before they begin. But perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. Waiting until you feel completely ready is a trap, because readiness comes from doing. You learn as you go. The first draft will never be perfect. The first attempt may not work, but that's okay. Progress is better than perfection. The people who succeed are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who start, learn, and improve along the way. Taking action also builds confidence. Confidence doesn't come from thinking about success. It comes from proving to yourself that you can make progress. Every time you take a step forward, you build trust in your own ability to achieve your goals. Action gives you feedback, and feedback helps you adjust and refine your approach. The more you act, the more you grow, and the more opportunities you create for yourself. If you want 2025 to be your best year, stop waiting and start doing. Start where you are with what you have and take the first step. It won't be perfect, but that's okay. What matters is that you're moving forward. Take action now, and success will follow. Discipline is the foundation of all success. It is the ability to stay committed to your goals even when you don't feel like it. Many people rely on motivation to take action, but motivation is temporary. It fades when challenges arise. Discipline, on the other hand, ensures that you continue moving forward regardless of how you feel. If you want 2025 to be your best year, you must develop the discipline to show up consistently, work hard, and push through obstacles. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It means waking up early to work on your goals even when you'd rather sleep in. It means saying no to distractions and staying focused on what truly matters. It means sticking to your commitments even when no one is watching. The most successful people in the world are not always the most talented or the smartest. They are the ones who have mastered the art of discipline. They have trained themselves to take action regardless of their emotions, and that is what separates them from the rest. One of the most important aspects of discipline is time management. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people achieve extraordinary results while others struggle to make progress. The difference is how they use their time. Highly disciplined individuals prioritize their time effectively. They set clear goals, eliminate distractions, and focus on tasks that move them forward. If you spend your days reacting to emails, scrolling through social media, or watching endless entertainment, you are wasting valuable time that could be used to build your future. Take control of your schedule and be intentional with how you spend your time. Discipline also requires sacrifice. You cannot achieve greatness without giving up certain comforts. This may mean spending less time with friends who don't support your vision, cutting back on entertainment, or waking up earlier to get more done. Success requires trade-offs. Every minute spent on distractions is a minute taken away from your dreams. If you want to make 2025 your best year, you must be willing to make sacrifices for the sake of your goals. Ask yourself, what am I willing to give up to achieve what I want? The answer to that question will determine your level of success. Another key to discipline is consistency. It's not about working hard for one day or 1 week. It's about showing up every single day. Small, consistent efforts lead to big results over time. A person who works on their goals for an hour every day will achieve more in a year than someone who works in short bursts of motivation. Consistency compounds. The more disciplined you are in your daily habits, the greater your success will be in the long run. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It is what turns dreams into reality. If you can develop the discipline to take action, manage your time effectively, make sacrifices, and stay consistent, you will set yourself up for an incredible year. Success is not about luck. It is about discipline. Make 2025 the year you commit to becoming the most disciplined version of yourself. Resilience is one of the most powerful traits you can develop if you want 2025 to be your best year. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. No matter how well you plan, there will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. The question is not whether difficulties will arise, but how you will respond when they do. Resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and keep moving forward despite obstacles. It is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. One of the biggest mistakes people make is allowing failure to define them. They hit a roadblock, experience disappointment, or receive criticism, and they let it destroy their confidence. But failure is not the end. It is part of the journey. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference is that they use failure as a learning experience rather than a reason to quit. Instead of seeing setbacks as a sign to stop, they see them as opportunities to grow stronger. If you want 2025 to be your best year, you must train yourself to view challenges not as barriers, but as stepping stones to success. Resilience is not about ignoring your emotions or pretending things don't affect you. It's about developing the mental toughness to keep going even when things get tough. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when self-doubt creeps in, and when nothing seems to be going right, but those are the moments that define your character. If you can push through discomfort, frustration, and uncertainty, you will build a level of resilience that makes you unstoppable. One way to strengthen resilience is by shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing difficulties as unfair burdens, start seeing them as tests of your strength. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I come back stronger? By viewing setbacks as lessons rather than failures, you train yourself to stay focused and keep moving forward. Another key to resilience is surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you spend time with influence your mindset, attitude, and ability to persevere. If you surround yourself with negative, discouraging individuals, it will be much harder to stay strong in the face of adversity. But if you build a supportive network of people who push you to be better, remind you of your strengths, and encourage you to keep going, you will develop unshakable resilience. Developing resilience also requires taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. When you are exhausted, overwhelmed, or burned out, it becomes much harder to handle challenges effectively. Prioritizing rest, exercise, healthy nutrition, and self-care ensures that you have the energy and clarity to face obstacles with strength and determination. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about facing them head-on and refusing to let them break you. If you can cultivate resilience, no challenge will be too great, no failure will be final, and no setback will stop you from achieving your goals. Train yourself to be resilient, and 2025 will be the year you rise above every obstacle in your path. Self-discipline is the foundation of success. Without it, even the best plans and grandest ambitions will remain unfulfilled dreams. If you want 2025 to be your best year, you must develop the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who merely set them. It is the force that keeps you moving forward when motivation fades, and it ensures that your actions align with your aspirations. One of the biggest misconceptions about success is that it comes from inspiration or natural talent. While those factors may play a role, they are not the driving forces behind long-term achievement. Success is built on small, consistent actions performed daily, even when they feel inconvenient or tedious. Highly successful people don't wait for the perfect moment or for motivation to strike. They create habits that push them forward, regardless of their emotional state. Self-discipline begins with clarity. If you don't know what you want, it's easy to get distracted and lose focus. You must be intentional about your goals and establish clear, actionable steps to achieve them. Once you define what you want to accomplish, break it down into daily habits and routines. Whether it's waking up early, reading for 30 minutes, exercising, or working on your craft, these small, disciplined actions accumulate over time, leading to massive results. Another critical component of self-discipline is eliminating excuses. The mind is incredibly skilled at justifying procrastination and avoidance. You'll tell yourself you're too tired, too busy, or that you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into next week, next month, or never. If you truly want 2025 to be a breakthrough year, you must learn to override these excuses and take action anyway. Discipline means showing up for yourself, even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. One of the best ways to strengthen self-discipline is by creating a structured environment that supports your goals. If you want to eat healthier, remove junk food from your home. If you want to be more productive, set boundaries on distractions like social media or television. If you want to wake up earlier, establish a nighttime routine that prioritizes rest. Willpower alone is not enough. You need systems in place that make disciplined choices easier. Accountability also plays a significant role in maintaining discipline. When no one is watching, it's easy to slack off or push things aside. Find an accountability partner, join a community, or publicly commit to your goals. Knowing that someone else is tracking your progress can provide an extra push to stay consistent, even on tough days. Ultimately, self-discipline is an act of self-respect. It's about proving to yourself that your goals, dreams, and ambitions matter. It's about choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term comfort. The more you train yourself to follow through on your commitments, the more confident and capable you become. Mastering self-discipline in 2025 won't just help you achieve your goals, it will transform you into the kind of person who consistently succeeds in every area of life.